Welcome to JA Advisory. Master yourself, master the universe.
Greetings and blessings. Welcome to JA Advisory, your guide to mastering yourself and mastering the universe. My name is Jamal, and in this video, we're going to jump right into the parable of the stonecutter. There once was a stonecutter who lived out in a village nearby a mountain, and his job was to go to the mountain and he would cut stone. He would get stone from the mountain and cut it into shape for building. One day, when he was out in the market, he met a wealthy merchant. The merchant invited him to his home. When he got to the merchant's home, there was a party. At the party was all the wealthiest people, all the most well-known people in the village, and people from neighboring towns and villages that came to see the merchant. And the merchant had a lot of people working for him. He had people to cook and clean and to answer any of his beck and calls within a moment's notice. And he went home feeling pretty sad. He was very dissatisfied with his own life. And the next day, as usual, he went to the mountain and was cutting stone. And the whole time he was just thinking about the merchant and thought, wow, that merchant is so powerful and wealthy. Everyone will listen to him. I wish I could be the merchant. And in that moment, the spirit of the stone came alive and granted him his wish, and he became the merchant. And he thought, wow, I'm so powerful. Surely no one could be more powerful than I. And the next day, a prince came riding into town with his army. They had just won a battle, and they had lots of riches and gold, and everyone respected them. And whatever the prince commanded, anyone would do. And then he thought to himself, wow, that prince is so powerful, he can go anywhere and do whatever he wants, and everyone will listen to him. And he wished that he could become the prince. And so he became the prince. And wherever he went, everyone would listen, everyone respected him, and he thought he was so powerful. Surely no one can be more powerful than I. And then he got a letter from the king, his father, who commanded him to come back to the kingdom. And he had to listen. And so he went back to the kingdom and saw his father, the king. And the king, of course, commanded the kingdom. Everyone listened to the king. Everyone respected the king. And even the prince had to do what the king said. And he thought, wow, he's so powerful. I wish I could be king. And so he became the king. And there he sat in his throne. He commanded the courts. People would come and pay their respects to him. And anything he asked of anyone, they would do. But one day he was sitting on his throne, and he thought, wow, I'm so powerful. Surely no one can be more powerful than I. And in the coming days, he noticed how hot it was. It was getting extremely hot. And the heat of the sun continued to beat down on the kingdom. And it got hotter and hotter. A lot of the crops died. And even as the king, he could not enjoy his kingdom. His people were unhappy with him. They were hungry, and everyone was suffering. And he looked up at the sun and said, wow, the sun is so powerful. No one rules over the sun, and the sun can shine its rays upon the entire land. I wish I could be the sun. And so he became the sun. And he shined his rays down, and everyone felt the blistering heat of the sun and could not escape it. And he thought, wow, I'm so powerful. Surely no one can be more powerful than I. And as he was having that thought, shining his rays down upon the land, a cloud came in. A massive gray cloud came in and blocked the sun's rays. And he thought, but look, I am the sun. I thought I was so powerful, but here this cloud is that can stop even me from shining. I wish I could be the clouds. And so he became the clouds. And as the clouds, he rained down on all the land, washing everything away. All of the land was at his mercy. And he thought, surely nothing can be more powerful than I. And as he was having that thought, he noticed he was getting pushed and pushed away. And it was the wind. And he thought, wow, I thought I was so mighty I can control the flows of water on the land, and everyone was at my mercy. But here's this wind that can push me away. And he wished he could be the wind. And as the wind, he blew across all the land, and he can blow anything down. Trees, houses, people, he could move anything. He could push anything down. And he thought, surely I am the most powerful. Until he came across something that he could not push. No matter how much he blew or how much force there was, he could not move this mountain. And he thought, in all my greatness, I can move anything in all the land, but this mountain still stands. What a powerful rock. I wish I could be the rock. And so once again, the spirit of the stone granted him his wish, and he became the mountain and the rock. And nothing could move him, and he stood proudly, unmoving. And he thought, surely no one is more powerful than I, the mountain. And then one day he heard a little sound. Tuk, tuk, tuk. He looked around. He was trying to figure out where it came from. Tuk, 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 tuk. And finally he looked down and he saw a stonecutter. And that's it for the parable of the stonecutter. Make of it what you will. I'm not going to do an extensive breakdown on this one, but the overall moral of the story is to never forget your own power and always be grateful for your own unique gifts. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share with a friend who you think might enjoy this. Be well, everyone. Stay mindful.